Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to the analysis session. Wednesday evening it is, and it's 8 p.m. So we are live with the Prime Mock-21 analysis session, which is based on CLAT, which was based on CLAT pattern. I'm sure all of you have already taken the mock at the either in the physical mode at your respective centers, or you have taken the mock online actually. So we'll look at the data points over here. And by the way, let me introduce Yuvraj Vyas sir over here. Yuvraj sir is the LST product head now, and Yuvraj sir has been with us for since 2015 in different capacities. And he is also an alumni from Nalsar University of Law, and he graduated in the year 2015. So, Yuvraj, this being your first session, first of all, welcome to the session.
Thank you,
And
sir.
of course, Yuvraj sir's expertise definitely lies in legal aptitude, but he's there for the other areas as well. So comes with quite an experience with us actually. So now we'll be part of the product team and we'll be handling your sessions out there. So good evening once again, and let us quickly go ahead and start the session. Arman, good evening. Per all the usual names, Yuvraj, you'll get used to them. These are our students, and they are very attentive to the classes actually, and they regularly attend every session, whichever session we conduct. I'm sure Dipakshi is there, so. And this gets right the mock very regularly actually, so and we are sure all other students will be joining very soon actually. The numbers will definitely increase. Okay, so once again, good evening those who have just joined in the last 1 minute. So let's go ahead and definitely, like every time, allow me to set the agenda. So you have got the video solutions. GK will be coming up on Friday, but you have got the video solutions for all the other sections. Actually, I'm sure you have watched that. Now, we'll definitely look at the average score of the top 100 performers in this particular mock. And when I'm talking today, I'm talking about close to 850 numbers this time, actually. So 850 students ka record I'm sharing today. And as you know that majority of the OMRs come to Delhi, which is where it gets scanned from across पूरे country से जो OMRs हैं वो Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, but Thursday कल 15th अगस्त है, छुट्टी है, तो फ्राइडे मॉर्निंग में सारे रिजल्ट्स अपलोड होंगे. ठीक है, सो बट डेफिनेटली फॉर द लास्ट 10 mocks, the average number of students who have been writing the mocks every time is 3,500 to 3,800 range. In fact, All India mock was taken by 4,500 students approximately. So that's the average range. तो अभी भी कुछ students ऐसे हैं, definitely this is merely 50% kind of जो लिख रहे हैं. There are many students who have not started. So I'm sure if you know your friends जिन्होंने अभी तक mock लिखना start नहीं किया, तो उनको nudge करो definitely mock लिखने के लिए. We'll look at section wise and question wise overview. So definitely we'll talk about the accuracy out here, and we'll pick up your queries definitely at the end of the session. So सबसे पहले let me share the average scores of the top 100 students. Top 100 here means out of 850, those who are in the top 100 rank so far. For some of you, the percentile might change a little bit definitely, because as we scan the OMRs as and when they are received, so definitely the data might get changed. But this is a good indicator. 850 is definitely a very good indicator to talk about. Actually, it's a good sample size, I would say. तो रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन जो था, which was based on CLAT 2024 pattern, the average score of the top 100 student is above 20. GK, I'm really happy. जैसे मैं बार बार बोलता हूँ, GK, the improvement is quite visible, and this is not just about top 100 students. The improvement is quite visible, and we know that we left with 3.5 months. So definitely a बहुत crucial होता जा रहा है ये period actually, and your effort now has to increase over here actually. An unpredictable section, but a lot can happen over here. Scores can definitely improve. Legal reasoning is bar easy tha. Average score has gone up by above 25. Logical reasoning was kind of moderate, but still students have performed better. What makes me really happy is the performance of the students in the quantitative technique section. Last time हमने देखा था स्कोर ड्रॉप कर गया था, 5.5 आ गया था, बट दिस टाइम इट हैज फर्दर इंप्रूव. थोड़ा पेपर आसान था इस बार, 2024 पैटर्न था, आसान था, बट ओवरऑल अगर देखा जाए तो but definitely a good show by the students in this particular month. And if you look at the total average, 5 sections included, total average, that's almost close to 94. It stands at 93.9. So overall, this mock was easier, and the scores are definitely on the expected lines. तो उसमें कोई problem नहीं है. डेफिनेटली हम उसकी बात करते हैं. And let me go ahead because Siddharth sir is not there today. I'll be covering the other sections as well. So in English, the paper was more or less moderate level of difficulty, while the pattern followed, except for the difficulty. If you look at the pattern, जो structure था, 4 passages, 6 questions each, which was exactly what CLAT 2024 was all about. So the first passage was about environment, which spoke about the rising temperature and parametric insurance as a solution. It was definitely an easy read. तो definitely जो density था passage का वो बहुत ही आसान था. 4 easy question थे, एक definitely moderate था. एक we are not rating it difficult, but we have removed it actually. So we'll be giving 1 point to everyone over here, and this we have removed, which is question number 6 actually. So for reasons we have removed that actually. Then the second passage was about Japan's economy, and actually a moderate read, science-based passage was there, and this was to ensure that the students gets used to it actually. देखो साइंस बेस्ड पैसेज देने का एक मकसद होता है कि आप यूज टू हो जाओ इन सब चीजों को प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए, बिकॉज in the CLAT paper you can have topics or the selection of the passages can be from varied areas actually. वो diverse होता है, you cannot predict that. In fact, my personal take is that you may even be able to predict general knowledge, but you'll definitely not be able to predict reading comprehension. कहाँ से पैसेज आएगा, किस तरीके का पैसेज आएगा, क्या डिफिकल्टी लेवल होगा, डेंसिटी लेवल क्या होगा, इजी रीड होगा, डिफिकल्ट होगा, वो आप डेफिनेटली प्रिडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते हो. बट दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी रीड अक्रॉस वैरायटी ऑफ जॉनर्स. जो हमारी रीडिंग स्टाइल है, जो हमारी रीडिंग हैबिट है, वो डाइवर्स होनी चाहिए, एंड दैट आल्सो शुड रिफ्लेक्ट इन आवर अटेम्प्ट एज फार एज पेपर इज कंसर्न. तो साइंस में क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग के ऊपर इट वाज अ मॉडरेट रीड एक्चुअली, बट द क्वेश्चंस वे क्वाइट इजियर आउट देयर. एंड देन लाइफस्टाइल मैंगो लस्सी के ऊपर जो पैसेज था, इट वाज अगेन मॉडरेट. 3 questions were definitely very easy, 2 were moderate, 1 over here. So in this entire section, if you look at, there was 1 question which was difficult out of the 24, or rather I would say 23, because we are removing question number 6 actually. Whether you have attempted or not, everybody will be given 1 mark over here, just like the policy which CLAT follows. And this section, this time you didn't need to go beyond 25 minutes. So ideal time for this particular section was लास्ट मॉक रिमेंबर याद है, उसमें सिद्धार्थ सर ने बोला था 25 to 30 मिनट्स लग सकता है डिपेंडिंग ऑन द स्टूडेंट. बट दिस टाइम इट वाज ऑल अबाउट लाइक इजी टू मॉडरेट. ओवरऑल अगर देखा जाए तो 25 मिनट्स वाज गुड इनफ, एंड एन एक्सपेक्टेड स्कोर, आइडियल स्कोर फॉर दिस पर्टिकुलर वाज कि जो अटेम्प्ट थे वो 20 प्लस होंगे, और डेफिनेटली 18 प्लस का स्कोर आएगा, व्हिच इज आल्सो विजिबल एज फार एज द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द एवरेज स्कोर्स ऑफ द टॉप 100 इफ यू लुक एट टॉप 100 रैंकर्स आउट देयर. Accuracy, question number 15, but students ने still इसको attempt किया है actually, but we are removing this particular. This is what I wanted to show. So for those who might be joining in for the first time, जो first time analysis पे join कर रहे हैं, maybe पहले नहीं join किया था, just to help them understand, when we talk about this one, when we talk about the blue bars in this particular graph, this represents the percentage of students who attempted the question. So blue bar represents the percentage of students who attempted the question, जिन्होंने इस question को attempt किया था. So this you can see is almost kind of, I would say, 95%. Now this is 95% of what? 95% of 850, which is the sample size which is right now available. And out of this 95% of the 850, which is close to 700 or plus actually students who attempted, 85% got it right. Almost 560 students got it right, kind of actually. That is all. So the orange bars reflect the percentage within that percentage which got it correct actually. So that's how we are looking at the accuracy level. Any question which has less than or equal to 30% accuracy, मतलब ये orange bar 30% दिखता है, which means that question was definitely difficult kind of. Any up to here, मतलब up to 50%, between 31 to 50%, definitely it's a moderate level question. Moderate difficult था, थोड़ा difficult था, but बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं. And anything above 50%, which means it was easy. तो अगर accuracy 50% से ऊपर है, overall, if you look at as a group, तो definitely ऊपर है. So definitely in this particular paper. The problem was here only, question number 15 actually. तो अगर इसकी बात करते हो तो one of the best strategy is always to leave such kind of questions. See how many people attempted. Almost 85% to plus students attempted out of those 850, but majority of them have got it wrong actually. This is almost 30% out of that number of students actually. So the best strategy in such scenarios is to actually leave the question. That's how it works. जीके की बात करते हैं. जीके was definitely a mix, quite a diverse mix actually, and the topics picked up were really good actually, I would say. 2024 pattern hai, 5 passages, 250 to 301. The first passage was Kenya Finance Bill, backed by IMF obviously, and this is a story which was published in Hindu on 29th of June. Then Prime Ministers Russia and Austria visit in the month of July, early July. And I'm sure you definitely attended my session in the month of July when I did that session in one of the Saturdays at 3 p.m. on YouTube channel. अगर वो किया होता तो definitely अच्छा perform होता. तो देखो सारे sources जो हम provide कर रहे हैं उनको attend करना बहुत ही जरूरी है. This was definitely, but students have done well. So Blue Origin का जो mission था उसके ऊपर था passage, May 2024 published था. Again, this one, Kerala changing its name to Keralam. The bill was passed by the Kerala Assembly, and for the second time. Earlier, it was done in August 2023. तो ये जून 2024 का न्यूज था. इसको भी मैंने यूट्यूब पे कवर किया हुआ है इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट्स में. तो आई एम श्योर इसको अगर आपने किया होता तो डेफिनेटली एक पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन है, मैं आता हूँ उस पर. यूरोपियन पार्लियामेंट का एआई एक्ट जो था वो मार्च 2024 का न्यूज. सो ओवरऑल डिफिकल्टी लेवल वाज मॉडरेट, और इसमें डेफिनेटली आउट ऑफ 28, 24, 25 क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट किए जा सकते थे, 18 to 19, बट द एवरेज स्कोर इज 22, व्हिच मींस डेफिनेटली द स्टूडेंट्स एक्ट इज देयर. मतलब बिल्कुल डेफिनेटली परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, तो विच इज क्वाइट विजिबल आउट देयर. सो दैट्स इज समथिंग विच यू हैव टू कंटिन्यू डूइंग. 3.5 months है जीके, और थोड़ा एफर्ट लगाना पड़ेगा, कुछ एक्स्ट्रा आवर्स डालने पड़ेंगे. रिविजन बिकम्स क्रिटिकल फ्रॉम हियर. तो ये सारी चीजें आपको करनी पड़ेंगी. अब इसमें पर्टिकुलरली अगर मैं देखता हूँ क्वेश्चन नंबर 39, आई एम रियली सरप्राइज्ड ओवर दिस. मुझे लगा था कि आप सभी इसको डेफिनेटली यू विल ऑल गेट द आंसर्स राइट. एक्चुअली इट वाज रिचर्ड ब्रांसन हु ट्रैवल्ड टू स्पेस. सो दैट वाज द आंसर. डेफिनेटली इसको अटेम्प्ट कर सकते थे. आई एम रियली सरप्राइज कि मेजॉरिटी ने इसको गलत क्यों पाया वहां पे. सिमिलरली इफ आई रिमेम्बर करेक्टली, क्वेश्चन नंबर 45 जो था वो केरला वाले पैसेज पे आई थिंक बेस्ड था. इफ आई गो बैक, यस, पैसेज 3 केरला वाले पैसेज पे बेस्ड क्वेश्चन था ये वाला. और ये जो क्वेश्चन था ये मैंने ऑलरेडी यूट्यूब पे कवर किया था. इट वाज अशोका द किंग एक्चुअली हु गेव दैट Kerala Putram name that actually. So it's a historical fact actually. Overall, you can see the accuracy levels on the higher side. Matlab, those who have attempted, they have got it. Majority of the percentage of the students have got it correct over here actually. Look at the charts over here. So those who missed that actually, then you have to definitely gear up. आपको top gear में अब जाना पड़ेगा. It's already mid of August. We are left with 3.5 months. These are the very critical months actually, and I mentioned this so many times. इसको definitely करना पड़ेगा, perform करना पड़ेगा. ये बहुत important है, पढ़ाई करनी पड़ेगी. Legal, Yuvraj sir is here. So Yuvraj sir, what's your take on the legal section? इस बार क्या कैसा, मतलब you have seen the paper, क्या लगा, मतलब overall, मतलब
So,
एक तो फीडबैक है कि डेफिनेटली इजी था, इजी टू मॉडरेट बोल सकते हैं, बट व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दिस?
so I also think on similar lines, sir. Legal was comparatively easy. You can say easy to moderate because there were a few questions which were not that easy. And on in general, we have seen that the average score in legal was on a higher side compared to other sections. If we see this mock, it had five basic topics. The first passage was on torts, which is a static concept. The second one was on constitution. The third one was on Copyright Act. The fourth one was on CRPC, and the fifth one on current affairs, Consumer Protection Act. So basically, the first passage and the third one, which is the Copyright Act and the torts, we can classify them in static ones, and the others we can say that they were motivated from current events. For example, the second passage, which was on Article 19.1, the right to expel foreigners, this could be said to be motivated from the CAA discussions which are going on in the national news. Similarly, if we see the fourth passage, which is from question number 72 to 77, which is based on CRPC, where the court doesn't have the jurisdiction in cases of offenses against public servants and judges. So this also we have seen that there were many top-notch bureaucrats against whom cases were lodged, and this could be said to be a motivation from current affairs. And similarly, question the last passage, that is question 78 to 84, Consumer Protection Act. So there were many new rules which were framed in 2022 and 2023. Dark web, dark pattern, all these terms were frequently in the news. So one take that I would like to give to students is, and which has been the trend in CLAT past papers also, many of the legal questions that they ask, they are motivated from the current legal happenings. Of course, the major ones, the ones which are at the national level and not the state specific or district specific. So if you have a good reading of major legal events which are happening at the national and international level, if you go at international level, then they should concern India. So suppose India, something is happening at WTO, but if the dispute is between US and Canada, generally that won't be asked in CLAT. But if India is involved in that dispute, then there could be an international law question. So students could take this perspective and try to prepare for CLAT in this manner. This can help them to score maximum.
The best part, thanks for that explanation, Viraj. I'm sure this is going to help students. But the best part is key, matlab, the performance is really improving in these two sections. Legal maybe is बार काफी आसान लगा तो बच्चे अच्छा कर गए. But overall the story for the last so many mocks is कि because now they have understood how to approach the legal section. यहाँ पर भी 25 प्लस का स्कोर है, मतलब डेफिनेटली अच्छा है. गुड स्कोर 29 बोल रहे हैं, बट उस पर मत जाना, मतलब वो डेफिनेटली एक अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस है. बट अगर आपने आइडियली 25 के ऊपर स्कोर किया, यू हैव डन अ वेरी गुड जॉब आउट देयर इन दिस सेक्शन. लेट मी क्विकली शो थ्रू द एक्यूरेसी. देखो फिर भी कुछ कुछ है कंसर्न्स वहां पे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 55 जो हो गया, या क्वेश्चन नंबर 64 still is moderate kind of, I would say, but question number 55 and question number 83, ideally you should have left. Less than 30% accuracy है यहाँ पर, तो definitely you could have left actually. And for those who have missed it here actually, then you definitely need to look upon कि क्या गलतियां हो, why did I miss it actually. That's what the objective of showing you the accuracy is. देखो accuracy अगर सबकी अच्छी आ रही है on an average और आपका खराब है, तो definitely you have to look into that. What went wrong with you at that point of time? Some thought emerged जिसकी वजह से गलत कर गए, that hit your accuracy, or it was better not to even touch that particular question actually. So this is something which is very very important. We'll come back to the questions. We'll again disturb sir out here. Logical reasoning की अगर बात करते हैं, again very moderate kind of section. So completely based on the pattern actually. So first passage was on retail chain challenges, which was a moderate read. जो density of reading जो थी वो actually, तो difficulty level of the reading, that was of the moderate kind of actually. And there was one difficult question out here. Business के ऊपर passage था, then economy के ऊपर passage था, the third one, and then world demography के ऊपर. The economy was definitely very easier actually. In fact उसमें 5 question तो definitely easily बताया जा सकते हैं. And expected was, so average score is definitely 18 plus, which is a good sign actually. Moderate difficulty level है, but ये section भी 25 मिनट में किया जा सकता था. That's how I would see that actually. So quite doable paper actually. I'm sure now this has boosted of your confidence actually, and now you can tackle every kind of paper. तो mock easy हो, difficult हो, वो variation बहुत important है, because you don't know, because the very rare chance कि वो exactly 2024 को repeat करेंगे, तो वो important है. Decent performance, but then definitely look at your question number 85, question number 96. Definitely I would urge every student to have a good look at it once again while you do the reanalysis of your performance actually. Definitely isko dekhna, and definitely shoot your question to Siddharth sir if you have any. Actually you have your this thing. Quantitative techniques, this time again, I'm very very happy actually to see your performance. And gradually एक चीज ऑब्जर्व कर रहा हूँ कि जो जीरो के स्कोर्स थे वो काफी कम हो गए. मतलब देयर आर पीपल हु आर डेफिनेटली अटेंडिंग नाउ, मोर पीपल आर अटेंडिंग नाउ क्वांटिटेटिव टेक्निक्स. सो टुडे आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू रीइंफोर्स दैट फैक्ट. आई होप यू आर नाउ स्मार्ट इनफ. बहुत बार बोल चुके हैं क्वांटिटेटिव टेक्निक्स पे फोकस करना है. और देखो बहुत बेसिक्स जो एरियाज हैं वो कवर हो रहा है, विच इज एज पर द सिलेबस डिफाइंड बाय द कंसोर्शियम एक्चुअली. तो बहुत बेसिक एरियाज हैं. अगर अरिथमेटिक की बात करूँ, ये बचपन से मतलब करते आ रहे हैं एक्चुअली, और बहुत हाई डिफिकल्टी लेवल नहीं होता है कि कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है. तो ये सेक्शन फिर भी कंसिडरिंग द लेवल एक्चुअली, कंसिडरिंग द thought process of the students as well, how they would approach this section, we rate it as moderate. but 9 to 10 का attempt definitely possible था, और 7 8 and average score is 8 over here, which is what the expected lines, तो ये definitely है. Before I come to the question, a very important announcement which I made last time. I'm redoing that announcement. Please understand. देखो, ये तो चार्ट समझा समझा करके थक गए, ठीक है. सो आई एम गोइंग टू मूव अहेड. एक्चुअली जो अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हैं वो डेफिनेटली उनकी एक्यूरेसी बहुत अच्छी रह रही है. अटेम्प्ट करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है गाइस. Not to miss session on 18th of August. Whether you are a classroom student, whether you are a test series student, if you are any CL enrolled student for target year 2025, which means you are taking the CLAT IELT examinations in December this year, this is a not to miss session for you guys. There would be 4 sessions. First will be overall strategy session out here, which will also include which will cover every section. We have a special quantitative technique sections. After that, we'll have a reading section covering legal as well. So that's a marathon kind of happening. And finally, we'll have GK strategy session at the end, starting at 9:30 with a lunch break around 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. The sessions will close at 5 p.m. So it's a whole day workshop out there. Not to miss session by anybody. And every student who have passed out earlier, they vouch for the race to NLU. While we'll be moving to 34 cities across the country, the list of which is available on the page, but surely not possible to cover every city. We'll be starting the offline visits from 25. All the mentors will start traveling, coming to your respective cities. And if we can't make it to your city, definitely. But whether you are attending the session offline, both all sessions are designed differently. इवन यू आर एन ऑफलाइन सेंटर स्टूडेंट, आप किसी भी सेंटर के स्टूडेंट हो, टेस्ट सीरीज के स्टूडेंट हो, ऑनलाइन क्लासेस के स्टूडेंट हो, दिस इज अ नॉट टू मिस सेशन ऑन 18th of August. वेरी स्ट्रैटेजिक सेशन, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. But prior registration is mandatory because this is not going to be on YouTube. This is not going to be on Zoom. This is a completely different platform, different learning experience altogether. No session will be recorded and provided. None of the sessions are going to be recorded. This facility is not available on that platform, but it is wonderful one. So definitely register yourself. आप CL student हो नहीं हो, आपको यहाँ पर register करना पड़ेगा. For CL student, registration is very simple. Enrollment ID and your registered email ID, the one which you gave during admission, that is to be used. Simple registration done. We'll on Friday evening release the exact timings of each of these sessions, but every session is mandatory. Definitely इसको attend करना है. बिना register किए आप attend नहीं कर सकते हो. You will not get the link in your My Zone. My Zone पे कोई link नहीं आएगा. आपको mail पे और WhatsApp पे link आएगा. Only if you have registered yourself. No recordings is to be done. So definitely कोई recording expect मत करना, and that's a promise. We are not doing that. Not possible. Definitely नहीं होने वाला है. ठीक है. सो सिंपल सा प्रोसेस है. आप सीएल स्टूडेंट हो, किसी भी प्रोग्राम में हो, क्लैट लिख रहे हो इस साल, आप इनरोल्ड हो, ऑनलाइन टेस्ट सीरीज, एनी प्रोग्राम, simply go select yes, are you a CL student, put your enrollment ID, put your email ID and register yourself. Now we have made the form very simple since yesterday evening. Nothing to be done actually over there. Okay, thank you मैसेज में कम्युनिटी है व्हाट्सएप, वहां चले जाओ, ज्वाइन कर लो. So that's as simple as that actually. That's what you have to do. Just do it and definitely attend the session. Not to be miss session actually. इसके ये मिस करोगे बहुत कुछ मिस कर जाओगे definitely. So all the mentors will be present during the session. Prasan sir, GP sir, Siddharth sir, Rahul Reddy sir, who scored all India rank 3 last time, he'll be there as a mentor. He'll be doing the session. So definitely अटेंड करना है, नॉट टू मिस सेशन. भूलना नहीं, रजिस्टर कर लो एंड टेल योर फ्रेंड्स एज वेल. सो वी हैव अ मॉक यू कैन टेक द अदर डे. मॉक 19th को भी अवेलेबल है ना, 18 19 दोनों दिन है. जो ऑफलाइन मॉक है, सेंटर से कनेक्ट करो, दे विल डेफिनेटली चेंज द शेड्यूल. उनको इन्फॉर्म कर दिया गया है. नो क्लासेस विल बी हेल्ड एट सेंटर. No classes, no mocks will be held on 18th of August actually. So it will be either Saturday or either Monday. So that's how it is going to be. ठीक है. WhatsApp community is not full, Mishika. Please click on the link. You'll definitely have received a new mail actually. So new community for this particular session has already been created. Students are joining that actually. Simply go there actually. Okay. So just do that over there. Okay, so I don't see any particular question, Yuvraj, today for this. Actually, students have definitely started on. Yes, Tanvi, we move on to the 30th years. Thank you so much. Actually, we did celebrate it today. Actually, in the office, we had a small office. Every CL center celebrated today. Actually, so that's very important. For we have a mock tomorrow. Yes, the frequency now increases. Mock tomorrow. So when will the results of the mock tomorrow mocks? As usual, after Monday. Actually, okay. So it will be released on Friday evening only. That's how it is going to be. So okay. Thank you so much, guys, for joining today evening. And once again, happy Independence Day to each one of you. कल छुट्टी है I know for that. Don't waste it actually. So you remember one of earlier sessions I spoke about chuttis are an opportunity to learn actually. So tomorrow you are not going to school, which means you are saving 6 plus 2 8 hours traveling and no school. At least spend 4 hours 5 hours learning actually. That do that, spend 4 5 hours learning. So all this comes as an opportunity, and definitely write the mock tomorrow. So opportunities needs to be utilized actually. All the best for the mock. Happy Independence Day, and definitely Monday ko we'll meet on Sunday. So Sunday ko race to NLU, I'll be there. All of you I'll see there actually. And Monday, enjoy your Raksha Bandhan, another opportunity. Thank you, Raj, for joining in at such a short notice. Thank you so much. And ma'am was in the background actually, so she responded to a couple of questions. Thank you, ma'am, so much. And race to NLU starts at 9:30. Lunch break 1 to 1:30. Concludes at 5 p.m. It's a whole day. It's a whole day thing. बट ये मत सोचना कि लिंक मिलने वाला है या वैसे बिना रजिस्टर किए वो भी नहीं आएगा। और दूसरी चीज है कि बिना कोई रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं है तो मिस किया तो कंप्लीटली मिस किया, मैं पहले ही बता देता हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच, ऑल द बेस्ट गाइस, विल सी यू नेक्स्ट टाइम।